Hey everybody, happy Wellness Wednesday. Marco Rodriguez coming at you. So today I'm here with my buddy and fellow biohacker Seth. Seth, thank you so much for meeting with me. It's been a while since we talked last, right? Now, for those of you who don't know Seth's story, about 8 years ago, Seth had a closed head injury. He was at a summer camp and sustained a closed head injury. And he did therapy, including neurofeedback and all kinds of different things. And he did recover. Obviously, he recovered, right? But he struggled in school for the last 8 years, and he had a special education IEP 504. Is that right? Okay. So tell us about what happened a year ago.
So about a year ago, my dad introduced me to the biohacking industry, the products and everything like that. I started on the Axio and the NRF2 and the NRF1. By about a month or so, I started to do a lot better, and I was able to focus better. I was able to think more logical, and I was able to just overall concentrate and think faster. Then about a month and a half, I had to take my 504 test to see if I would get out of 504. And I passed with flying colors.
You did. So what happened to, so did that change anything in terms of your 504, your IEP?
Yeah, so, like all of my accommodations were completely removed. I was taking normal school.
Regular class.
Regular class.
Now, did I get that right? So you were in special education for eight years. And you started biohacking for how long before you were able to get out of special ed?
About a month and a half.
About a month and a half. So after a month and a half of biohacking, you were able to do what 8 years of therapy and 504s and IEPs and all that other stuff was unable to do, right? Okay, so how did the year go for you?
So during the first part of the year, the first semester, I wasn't doing so well. I had stopped taking the Axio and I'd stopped taking the NRF2 and the NRF1.
Wait. You were taking, okay, so you were biohacking, which got you out of special education. I didn't know this, folks. So you were biohacking, which got you out of special education. Now you were in regular classes. You were taking some AP classes as well, right? And you stopped biohacking. Okay, how did that go for you?
It didn't go too well. I started getting C's and D's and a couple F's with my tests.
Okay, all right. And then so what happened? So that was you. So you stopped, and then did you start again?
Yes, I started again after the first semester, and my grades gradually went up, and by the end of the year, my grades basically became all A's, except for one B, which was Spanish.
Wait, you got all. So you started off. You were biohacking. You were doing well. Then you stopped biohacking. Your grades went down. You started biohacking again, and by the end of this semester, the end of the school year, you were getting all A's except for which class?
The Spanish.
But his last name is Rodriguez. How do you? I'm just giving you a hard time, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. So did it work for you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, there's a lot of parents out there that are wondering whether or not their child, they might have a child that's struggling in school, whether or not biohacking is a good idea for their child. What would you say?
Well, whether the child is struggling in school or not, I think it's a good idea to take this because it will just overall improve their speed at which they do things, the concentration that they do with it, just overall.
Well, good. So it's summertime now. So what are your plans for the summer?
So over the summer, I am preparing to do wrestling. And
wrestling, so for your school, for next year?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How are you getting prepared over the summer? Because have you ever done wrestling before?
No.
He's never done wrestling before, so that's thinking outside the box. Okay. So a year ago, you were in special ed, really not able to participate in that high caliber of sport, and 1 year later, you want to try out for wrestling.
Yeah, I want to try out for wrestling because my uncle did it, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool sport to do. It's really a lot of body contact and stuff like that, and I like that.
So what are you doing to get ready for the summer, over the summer?
So I'm doing 3 workouts a day. I'm doing CrossFit. I'm doing a little bit of basketball, and then I'm also doing judo and MMA.
So 3 times a day,
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
You go into CrossFit in the morning, Then you've got basketball practice in the afternoons.
In the afternoons.
And then you're going to judo and MMA in the evenings.
Yes.
So overall, how many hours are you training a day?
I'm training about 6 or 7.
6 or 7 hours a day. Well, Seth, listen, you are obviously a very busy man, so I appreciate you taking the time out to meet with me. I wish you all the best of luck. Doesn't look like you're going to need luck. You've got biohacking and you've got a good heart. How do you feel, by the way? You're working out.
Very sore.
You're sore. I can imagine. All right, well, guys, thank you so much, Seth, and everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Marco Rodriguez signing off, and as I always like to say, there is a better way to live. Oh, nice.